Well, it's Transformation Friday with Wake Up with KC, and this is the beginning. Granted, I am live right now, so this is different. And the whole goal of me doing this is I'd like to, on Thursdays, I'm going to do my episode and then I'm going to air it on Fridays because I want to get your questions. What do you have questions about? What are you struggling with? What it is that you'd like to change but don't know how or where to begin, where to start. And going through my experience in my journey of my transformation, which is continuous, it doesn't stop because how are you going to evolve? First you got to be aware of what limited beliefs do you have? What programs are deep embedded into your subconscious that you're not aware of? And what about those emotional, energetic traumas? Those things that trigger you, that set you off? What if that might be a key or a clue in order to help you? And that's why I've created the Transformation Fridays. So I would love to get your feedback and what it is that you would like help with, or even advice in. It could be spiritual as well. So you gotta contact me. And the best way to do that is follow me on Instagram at Wake Up with KC. And then what you could do as well is email me. You can email me at wakeupwithkc and I will read it and then they'll help me set up for the Transformation Fridays for the following week. Or following week, the next week. You get the gist. So email me with your questions. I am going to talk about topics about the beliefs about money, the beliefs about love, the belief about sex. Oh, and I can't wait to have a guest on my show. We're gonna get real. We're gonna get raw, and there is no filter on that episode. So get ready. It's gonna be enlightenful, and you see my earrings? They look like butterfly wings to me. And what do we do know about the butterfly? How did it become a butterfly in the first place? Well, it was a caterpillar at one time, and then it went into a cocoon and to morphosize and break out into this beautiful butterfly. Well, that is part of a transformation with that butterfly. Well, what about you? Aren't you sick and tired of the way your life's going? And why is it that your life is where it's at right now? And what if there's something that subconsciously you're not aware of it? And going through the transformation, it's discovering what's blocking you, what's hindering you. And you become aware and you have aha moments. And there is wounds that are triggered by emotions that will help in the process of the healing process. And what would that be like if you dealt with some of these things and you finally are living your best life now? You're becoming that authentic best version of you, and you start really enjoying life. Things start to change for you. What would that be like for you? And I posted something on Facebook and Instagram of you have to get better first before your world gets better. And the work is from within. It's inside you. It's not through, granted, there's other people like me that's trying to help aware, get you to aware, um, or and awaken to the concepts of all this belief programming and traumas and stuff. And there's other coaches out. I've had them on my show. Um, but when that happens, that's the person you want to go to help you realize certain aspects about yourself, because they're on the outside looking in to guide you, to help you remember or find that truth that's in you, because the answer and the truth is already in you. It's just we're here to guide you so you can recognize it. And wow, it is an amazing and an amazing experience, but can also be, it's almost like heartfelt. Like, to me, it's like I rather have the truth than the lie and the deceit and the bullshit. What about you? Wouldn't you rather have the truth, regardless the good, the bad, or the ugly of it, but at least it's the truth? And there is a saying, the truth will set you free. So I would love to get more topics and content in order to help you on Transformation Fridays. I encourage you. If you'd like to get a shout out, I can say, hey, this is a question from Anne in Indiana. And this is her question. What if your question also helps somebody else because they had the same question? So I get to not only help you, but I'm helping somebody else too. So look at it in that aspect. And I think that this is an exciting journey, a new chapter on Wake Up with Casey that I'm trying. And I would love for it to be very successful in helping you. It's something that I thought of, and it's an idea that came to me. I'm like, okay, why not? Let's see how this goes. So, hey, we're just trying to work to make things better. And of course, there are many successful people that try things and then they try it out for a while and then, okay, let's try this and make it better. And that's what I've been trying to do on every season, is get better. I want to get better. I am going to get better at this because this is what I love doing. And I want to be the best that I can be, providing this for you. And it's been a interesting journey, and it's still, I don't know what the future holds for me for this, but I'd love for it to last as long as it can and just do what I love doing, bring value to Wake Up with Casey in order to help you. And I'm excited and nervous, but I'm not afraid. Maybe just a little, because, when you get afraid to do something new, it's fear, which is false evidence appearing real. So go ahead and do it. What is the worst thing that could happen? Really nothing. Honestly, when you're trying to transform your life and break the habits that you're not aware that you have yet, or the beliefs that you're not aware of yet, and the programming, and then the emotional energetic traumas, it is a process. You don't become aware of them all at one time, at the same time. It really doesn't work that way. It's here and there, baby steps. Because when you recognize, oh my gosh, I didn't think of this, that was a belief, or oh, that was a habit or a program. Okay, so what do I do to change that? Well, one, you recognize it, then you can adjust, change the thought, change the feeling, the emotion, the energy in motion about it, and try something new that's better for you. So, this is going to be like an educational and coaching day on Transformation Friday. I have to continue working. I'm going back to school. I'm taking some online courses so I can better myself in creating this as my business. This is my business, and I want to expand it and grow it. So I am looking at, one, what is my mindset in regards of what I could do better in making this my business to where it generates income. And I came across some things that I realized that grabbed my attention of a program and a belief system that I was brought up in. So I'll definitely share that with you on when we talk about money mindsets and the beliefs and the programmings, even the emotional energetic traumas around that. And what if it's the same for you and you don't even realize it? It's interesting. It was mind blowing when it came to me as I was doing this course, and I was just like, "Oh, now I get it. That's why I was repelling money. No wonder I was struggling because of that program." It was like a God realization moment, an aha moment. So I cannot wait. I'm formatting some things that I could share with you when I get to that point. But that's just an example. Okay, if I was programmed on that, not even realizing it until it came to me, to my awareness, what else is there? And there's a good book that I'd highly recommend is Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad book. That's one of the ones that really made me think and discovered that, oh, now I understand. There's so many aspects of our beliefs and our programs, even our habits, that creates our reality. We're creating every day. We're thinking over 60,000 thoughts, or more in a day. And it's the little things that we can do, baby steps. We don't have to beat ourselves up on it, but just knowing and believing for right now, what is it that you would like to become or be? Be. Who is that person that you choose to be than what you are right now? What does it look like? What is it doing? And how does it feel to be that person that you think of? Is that person happy, loving what it is doing for work, in a relationship, family? What is it? Who is that person? It's you. You thought of it, but did you feel it? Did you actually, what did it feel like when you thought of that person that you desire to be, or you dream to be? How does that person feel? That is very key in part of the transformation. Feeling is energy, emotion, energy in motion. So, what emotions do you wake up with? Is it good, or is it, oh, damn, I need to put that alarm on pause again? Oh, God, I have to go to work. You're already setting the energy in motion of how you're going to have your day. It's energy, frequencies, vibrations. So I encourage you to start, like, this is Friday, weekend. Hello. Some of you might be working, but you have a day off coming soon. So I encourage you to start to, one, wake up in the morning. What does gratitude feel like? Why not be thankful and feel gratitude that you woke up? You're alive. Every second, every minute, someone took their last breath, but you woke up and you're breathing and you're alive. Why not just start with that gratitude, feeling truly grateful that you have another day? It's a new day for you. Every day when you wake up, it's a new day for you. Why not think in that perspective and that concept and feeling really good about it? You know, I wish I could share. There was a couple of things in my life that I experienced that changed my whole perspective on life. And you probably can't see it, but back in January 2014, I had a mole that I thought was getting bigger, and it was getting a little too close to the tear duct, and it always concerned me. Like, man, I can't really tell because I see it every day. And one day I got up, went to get ready for something, and I looked in the mirror and I saw a black spot on that mole. That's when I went, uh-oh, that does not look good. So I did have a boyfriend at the time that I was with, and he introduced me to a truly amazing plastic surgeon. And at first he was like, I think you're going to, like, what you thought when I saw him. I was like, I think this is not good. This is like something serious. And I'd like for you to take a look at it. And he goes, well, we're going to have to do surgery. We're just going to do a little incision. I'm going to have a pathologist to do a biopsy on it to find out, if it's something that is serious. Well, when I went, and I was so nervous, and I wasn't really nervous about the surgery in itself. I was more nervous about the anesthesia because I am so sensitive to anesthesia. I get sick and I don't like puking. Oh, hell to the no. That's the worst thing you could do to me. But I was more concerned about that than anything. And I was telling him, like, please be careful. I do not want to get sick. Like, I don't want to wake up coming out of anesthesia and be throwing my guts out. Nope, don't want it. So that's what he's like, don't worry, we'll have a special cocktail for you. I'm like, okay, as long as I don't get sick. Well, I wake up and I opened my eyes and I see these lines just across and I'm like, okay, that's odd. And then I just happened to, when you're like a little Now I'm sensitive to drugs. That's why I really don't do them now. um, just felt like a little high kind of thing, but I happened to look up and my boyfriend was coming and he had his eyes looked like deer in headlights. And when I saw him, I knew like this doesn't look good. Oh shit. So I was like, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I was like, holy fuck, what the fuck? So yeah, I did that and I flew open the door. There's my doctor and he's like, calm down. And I'm like, what happened? You know, like, what is this? I had stitches from here to here to here, all the way to here. I was not expecting that. So yeah, of course I'm going to freak out. You would too, right? So he explained to me, he goes, you were right about what you were thinking and the idea of what this could be. It was basal cell carcinoma, but what was happening was from the mole in the basal cell carcinoma, it was going back to my retina. So they had to get it. And if I didn't do what I did then, I would have lost my eyesight in a matter of a couple of months. So when he told me that, it was like all the air went out of my body and I just like, huh? So I was like, oh, okay. And it just like, when you get some kind of news like that, like, wow, okay, could have lost my eyesight, but I didn't. And I was like, so grateful. I was like, oh my God. Well, thank God I did what I do, even though I wasn't expecting it, but it was just truly grateful. And then when I started to see everything around me, everything sort of like looked a little brighter, looked different. Like to me, it looks different because the way I see things now, because I almost lost something. And that changed the way I thought about things, what I think about when I see somebody and look at them differently. And now I see everything as a divine being, energetic beings in different forms. And then I was like, wow, that is the pure essence of me seeing God in many forms, different shapes, different colors. How beautiful that is that I can see that. And then I was like, well, I don't know why I didn't see that before, but now I get it. And then I asked myself, why do we sometimes wait to catastrophe in order for something to change and transform our lives? Why can't we just transform it? Be the greatest expression, the best version of ourselves. How do we do that? How can we, when we're done, we've had enough, we're sick and tired, we're tired of feeling the way that we feel, why do we have to feel this way over and over and over again? When is that breakthrough coming? When is that shift going to happen? These are the questions that I've asked. What about you? Do you ask these questions? Because I have. And then things started coming up to where I asked a question and then soon the answer came through another person. It's just a word or something that just got my attention. And then the answer was there. So I was like, okay, I get that. That totally resonates with me. I feel that. However, what about this? Or, well, how does that come into play? And that's how my journey began. Is I asked a question, I get the answer, which was like truth, and then it led to another question. Well, why da 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 da? Or how does da 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 da? And then it'll be a few days, a week, a couple weeks, a month, maybe. It shows up because I'm open now. I got to a point in my life, and I'm pretty sure you're probably there. You're at a point in your life where you don't know what else to do. What if all along you were living somebody else's life instead of your life? Because what you were told to do, what you should do, how to be this and not that and whatnot. And it was going against the pure essence of your soul. When your soul was trying to help and guide you to be that person that's waiting to be you. You. What if we've all had a false identity of who we are? And that's why we're struggling the way we are, because we're not being our true, authentic self. And my next question would be, what about love? What is love to you? What were you taught about love? On how it should feel, how it should be, how you should act when it comes to love? That's a very good question, don't you think? These are the things that I look forward to talking about and coaching you with on Transformation Fridays. I would love to get your ideas on what you think. What questions do you have? Does any of this resonate with you? Let me know so I know to come back next Friday and talk about it with you and go over it more in detail to help you. Think of it in a different perspective, and then, things start changing for you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here at this platform doing what I'm doing and planning and formatting and staying creative because I love being creative. Can't you tell? Hello, I've been through 4 seasons now and I keep changing my opener. And now I found my brand. Now I found my logo, my branding of, how I want things to look. A sunrise, a new day, a new beginning. That's very symbolic for me. So when it comes to branding now, I'm learning about that even more. But this is the step. This is my first step of branding, my logo, the colors, themes, everything, and then how I can implement my coaching with inspirational things that help you that you get to hold, feel and touch and constantly get reminded. So I've created that. That's in the works. And you could get a picture of it on my website when you click on the shop. I have even if you'd really like to help and support, I have a donation button to help Wake Up with KC continue the program. I'd like to get more equipment and some other things to help in order to help you as well for resources and tools just little things, to help you that I feel would help you. You could take a look at it on my website, and that's wakeupwithkc.com, which I'm going to put that on my little tickler thing. And that way you guys can see what, wakeupwithkc.com. I had to work to create that, and I'm so proud of that. And I thank Eden Aguirre that helped me start the process of creating that website. So, hello. I'm like, and I helped. So I was so happy about that. And it made me feel good. Like now I have something that you guys can go to. It's all there. And I'm going to be adding something to it soon. I've been thinking about this and I would love your feedback. I am really, this keeps coming up, for an event, like a virtual or a space and a place to have an event to where it's, transformation coaching, healing, rewiring, help with the mindset. Because sometimes, being, and some spiritual things going on too, intuitive, reading with the coaching kind of, and some energy healing as well. I am thinking about doing this event. It's just trying to put it together, format it in such a way to where it's value and it does make a difference for you. So I'm very probably OCD and a perfectionist being a Virgo, but I'm just trying to like, okay, what is the simplest thing and what are the things of value that I can put into like a little workbook or something so that I'm thinking, okay, how does this look? What are we going to discuss? How are we going to go through this process? And doing this Transformation Friday will help me sort of be able to put it together to where it's structured in such a way that we could go through it all, have it in like a summary aspect of it, and that would be cool. So I could really use your help in helping me format this so I can have a live event. And woo! We could do it virtual, in person. So, what would you think about that? I just would love to hear what you think about that and how it could help you. Virtual, you could be anywhere. So that's a plus. It's just I got these ideas and I'm just trying to do the, feeling of, okay, I see it and I see it. It's just now what steps do I have to take now to help me get there and bring it forth? See how that sort of plays out as you have to see it, believe it, to receive it. I'm a poet, didn't know it. Yeah, I couldn't help that one. Uh, but yeah, I'm just excited to do this in a way, and I'm curious. See, I'm like a little girl that's curious about life now. I don't stress about it. That causes sickness and disease. Ooh, well, we're going to be talking about that on another topic on Transformation Friday. Uh, it's just like there's so much I can talk and teach and educate you with but I gotta start somewhere. So where would you want me to start? Uh, because I could do random. I try to do themes, but that just because things just come to me and I'm like, oh wait, what about this? Like, look, there's a squirrel. Um, yeah, I just did that. I can't help myself. But I want this to be meaningful and special. These Transformation Fridays. But I have to record them Thursday and then I'll air them Friday for you. So you'll get them every Friday. I work a part-time job while I'm doing this. I have been since the pandemic. So just FYI, I do work a part-time job. And I'm doing this like it's a one-man show for me. And I have to format. I have to, schedule interviews. I have to, make sure the studio, all the information's there for you so you can look and read about the person that I have on my guest. There's so much behind the scenes that you don't realize. And then trying to run the tickler and then try to run the brand, the banners and make sure I stay up in that. I mess up, you know, I fuck up, but you know what? The show still goes on. I still do it because I'm practicing to get better, to master what it is. And one day I'll pay somebody to produce and run this stuff so I don't have to. And then the social media stuff, holy shit, that's a lot. Uh I have to do that. I'm doing that right now. But do I look forward to the day I don't have to? Hell yeah. I'd rather just be in front of this camera talking to my guests. And then talking and booking and scheduling. And then just have somebody else do the other stuff. But right now, it's me doing it. And I'm okay with that. Because I know in the right timing, everything is going to fall into place to where I'll be able to do that. By the income that I generate with Wake Up with KC, it will allow me to be able to pay somebody that's artistic, that's creative, that knows. But guess what? I'm in school to get the basic understanding of it, of how things go when it comes to doing this kind of thing at a higher level now. I've been doing this since October 15, 2020. So now we're in March 2022. So now I'm ready to take it to that level. So I thought, if I'm going to take this to the next level, what do I have to learn? What capabilities do I need to get better at and understand and do? And as you've seen since I started this, there's little things that are changing, that have changed, and they're going to continue to change. Because I can't stay the same. I have to learn and grow with technology, learn and grow with the changes in this environment, and keep up with it and let it grow, let it evolve too, like me. I hope this makes sense to you. I really do. And I am being I guess the example, lead by example, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be direct. I'm going to use the F word. If you got a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be the best version of me, and I'm going to express it the way I see fit. And I'm not just going to use it as a random thing, but when I'm passionate about something, that F word's going to probably come out. Just a little warning. So I hope you're ready for that. What else did I want to share with you? I just really like went blank. Oh my gosh. This reminds me when I first started this podcast, and now it has changed, and it keeps changing. I look back. I always look back on my past episodes. And I was like, oh man, I wish I would ask that question. But when I get in that flow and the camera is on and I know it's recording, I just, and then I'm listening to that person, and I'm just like in awe. They'll say something, and then I'm like, okay, put that in the back burner. You got to ask about that. And I continue to listen, and then I was like, hey, what about da 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 da? You mentioned this. So I'm getting better as I do this, because this is what I truly love. I love talking to people and getting different concepts and different perspectives on the topics that I talk about and what it is that they do and how they're helping others. And, what people in the certain industries, what did they learn? The good and the bad, the pros and cons being in their industry. So many things. So you can look at things in a different perspective. You might not quite understand why I get certain people on, but look at it in this perspective. Get a perspective on looking what it's like to be in that person's shoes. What did they deal with? What did they experience? And then what did they learn? How did they transform their lives? And what are they doing now? That's a way I feel like I can help you, is by getting those people. And I would love to have more people on my show, because there's certain people I want to get experts in archaeology and anthropology, ancient civilization experts. I want, neuroscience, quantum physics, a physicist, those kind of people. And then, yeah, spiritual people too, that are into spirituality. What do they learn? What has changed in the spirituality aspect? How is it changing? How is it evolving to help us evolve? I love these questions, like, and talking to people like that. What about you? And then the other coaches that have a different technique and modality of how they help others. Epigenetics, um, hypnotherapy, and so many others. Even musicians. Many forms of artists. And why not? What if they say something that just clicks with you to help you awaken, to start your journey and your transformation and becoming the best version of you? And then you start living your best life now. Why not? You're worth it. Each and every one of you is worth it. You're divine spiritual beings in a sexual being inside of a human being. You're a spiritual being having an human experience. Just FYI, if you haven't got that yet. What if it's true? You have a soul, a spirit, so hello, spiritual being inside that beautiful and amazing human being in you. So I look forward to getting some emails, DMs about what you would like for me to talk about and coach and teach. I look forward to getting them. And thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. And my wish is that you do and you become. You will. You are. Not you will. You are the best version of you and living your best life now. So stay tuned. Oh, and before I forget, guys, tune in next Monday and Wednesday. We got Dr. Ann Belinsky and Antoinette Muir. So tune in next week and tell me what you liked, what resonated with you, what you got out of those interviews. And you got to email me at wakeupwithkc@gmail.com or Instagram, DM me. What episode did you watch? Did you watch Dr. Ann or Dr. Antoinette? And if you email me, I'm going to pick a random winner for a free piece of jewelry. They look really good, by the way. I've got several, and I think I got more coming. I sort of had a field day, some jewelry, and I like the butterflies. It reminds me of spreading my wings to fly like a butterfly. So, and they're cute for the show, I think. What do you think? I like them, and that's as big as I'm gonna get my earrings. I don't know how some of you women wear those big hoops. I swear, they just see my hair would get really caught in if I wore those other ones. But this is okay. I can handle this, and it feels light. It doesn't feel heavy, so that's a good thing, right? I think so. But I'm like wondering if, oh, I should have put my hair back. That looks cool. And you know what? I gotta get a summer dress or a summer outfit to go with these. Oh, summertime's coming soon. I live in Florida. Hello. We skip the spring and go right to Florida. I mean, summer. So anyhow, tune in next week, and I will talk to you soon. Have an amazing weekend, and remember, when you wake up, feel grateful that you awoken. You woke up. So I love you all, and I'm just truly grateful for this moment and to have this experience with you. It truly is amazing, just like you.